Hi, Not Yet Dead here. Welcome back to Riverside Farms. Quite a lot to catch up on. It's just stopped raining. Truck is full. We're using crop tyres, don't worry about it, it's fine. The harvest is, oh, wrong button, sorry. Harvest is, how are we doing? Is that maybe halfway? Maybe. And we've got our first 250, I'm pretty sure this is our first trailer, I don't remember, trailer load of carrots from this field. We'd already sold a trailer load of carrots from another field. So let's have a look at prices. Where can we sell these then? It's funny, I've just come off the back of a trucking video. Right, Angry Mill. Always reliable, always good prices. Angry Mill. Always very unhappy to see you. Raw's Beets. Ooh, root crop sales. Actually, that's not too bad. Where's root crop sales? 481. Any other map, I'd be going no, highest price. How far is it? Is it a really long way? Where's root crop sales? Raw's beets, Raw's potatoes. It's a really long way. Okay, Angry Grains it is. Or Angry Mill. Fine. Right, let's go deliver. So yeah, quite a bit to catch up on, has to be said. Slight hassle. I managed to lose a video's worth of footage, so half a day or so. I'd like to say I know what I was doing. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, unfortunately, I through a mistake. Oh, not good. Through a mistake entirely of my. Crikey, what on earth? Yeah, through a mistake entirely of my own doing. How about I do this out, cat? I lost. I was trying to make space on the PS5 for something, and was merrily deleting footage that I'd already converted to video and exported, or edited rather and exported, and I was in a bit of a fluster and managed to delete some footage from this. Actually, an entire video's worth, all in one shot, which wasn't very clever, but there you go. It is what it is. Oh, that was a bit steep. Yeah, it's a bit weird coming straight. I've just recorded. Oh, come on. Bloody hedges and collisions. Jeez. I can't stand hedges with collisions. I'm sorry, but it's just not right. Hedges don't have collisions. Not for a great big truck. But yeah, so yeah, it's a bit weird. I've just done an on the road video and I'm come straight to this and it's so different. Oh dear. Right. Steering's a lot more sensitive. All sorts. Right. So yeah, I'm trying to think what I'd been doing, to be honest, which is quite bad, isn't it? So I'd got this being ploughed and cultivated. It was raining the whole episode, basically. So there was a lot that we couldn't do. I've got the combine sat here ready to harvest this field, which we now can do. Also need to think about extra fertilisation on here. It's too late for the grass. I already tried it. And I've got these two fields now that need planting stroke seeding. What do we put in 32? Barley. Okay, fine. So 30 will have corn, 31 something else, 34 I'll probably put corn in as well. But yeah, so that's the basic plan. Okay, here we go. Carrots, 250,000 litres of carrots. Take the cover off. Gonna hit the edge, aren't we? No, we're on it. Wow, empties pretty quick, this trailer. Jeez. 138,000. Wowzers. Yeah, what else has been going on? I've done a trip, and I can't remember when I did all this stuff now. I've done a trip and got some silage. I went and did a trip with the big truck, not this big truck, the smaller truck, and got some silage. So we got a good load of silage, so we could make some TMR. I sorted out the animals in the beginning of the last episode. I think that's when I did it. Tied up the sheep and all that jazz. They probably doing again actually in a not too distant future, but yeah, it was yeah, more or less that was it actually. To be fair, apart from a lot of rain and a lot of carrot harvesting and some ploughing and cultivating, you've not missed a great deal. Here we are, coming back again already. We didn't empty him fully last time, so let's do that now, and then we can move on. We've got a few bits to sort out down at the store actually. Too far. Probably need to do a bit of work in the field on the header actually. That's probably in need of some repair. I think I've already done it once. But yeah, it needs to be kept an eye on. Basically we're roughly emptying this once an up and down length, roughly. There we go, lights off. At least I just put the cover straight back on. I was having to do that last time. Right, see in a sec. Right, down at the store, I've done a certain amount of setting up. I'm going to sell our mowers. You'll see why in a second. I was catching up on some mod reviews and, repair look, and saw something that just looked like tremendous fun. So we're going to try it. I like the Nova Cats. They're good mowers, but base game, used them a lot. Not necessary. Look at this. I got this. The Rostzel Mash. I forget what number it is. KSU1 self-propelled mower with a ruddy, great big draper header. It's huge. Look at that. Amazing. Right, but enough staring at it. And it's nice, it's dry now, so we can get it. We might do some mowing today. Mind you, maybe later today. And then basically the next thing I want to do, we've got the carrots going, is keep turning our fields over, the rest of the fields, so we get harvests in for corn, 2 lots of corn, and some base crops, and we are going to forage harvest the lot, is basically what we're going to do. And we're going to try and get as much chaff as we can into the bunker silo at the farm. Also, awesomely, with tremendous timing, while I was catching up on some mod reviews, we've had a whole load of different weight systems for compacting silage. So we'll try out all of them, because that'll be fun. Or at least all the ones that look a bit different anyway, you know, or those that look particularly effective, because we're going to have a lot of chaff that will need compaction, so and leveling off. So yeah, so we're going to try all those out too. This, to be honest, I may as well just leave it at the grass field. We'll be doing the grass pretty soon. Which way around is it? This way. So let's just leave it here. It's not going to be in the way. We got with our barley harvest. I do want to get the fertilizer on that field so that we don't miss the boat, and also there's a bit of cultivating to finish off on the field that's just been ploughed and cultivated, so that needs doing too. But yeah, so there's a fair bit to do, as there always is, but it's fine. Equally, there's no particular rush. I have already identified another map that I'd quite like to do this sort of, short, sharp, bring a load of money in, and I'll just take them. I'll sell up, take the money from here, take it over there, blah, we'll carry on. That kind of, I just fancy trying it. Right, let me go get the Rossel mash. Right, what a great piece of kit. Nice and clean and tidy inside, not too cluttered. I mean, it's basic, but it's fine. Great visibility, nice and high up. Doesn't lean too much despite of that, actually. I don't need that anymore. Oh, I love the fan at the back, look at that. That's just cool. Right, so let's leave this positioned for the header. Keep it out of the way. It's going to be quite a busy little corner if I'm going to go bring the fertilizer down as well. There we go. Right, what should we do next? How about we do the finishing off of the cultivating, which is over here. So we'll just take a quick run across our nice cultivated field. Fertilized, cultivated, ready to be seeded. This one over here, so the plough I've already taken back to the yard. The worker had finished. I'd left a worker cultivating it. The worker had finished, and of course, as expected, I mean, it's not the most obvious of fields in terms of shape. Seed boxes on the front, partly as a counterweight, partly because I was going to plant it and then thought, oh, hang on, no, I need to cultivate it. Yes, there's only a couple of bits. There's this bit here. I think there's a bit up one strip just when it went from this sort of narrow bit of the field to the wider bit. I think. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, so just along the top and along the top of the first bit and then up. So this won't take long. It looks like this bit's not been done either. Oh, pardon me, sorry. That was rather unavoidable. Going now? Yeah. It's a slightly funny shaped field, and I wasn't, to be fair, it was wet and I was busy. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it, so it's fine. There's always going to be bits to tidy up. It is the nature of the workers. Ooh, wow. There's quite a lot to tidy up though. It's going to need a couple of passes. Okay. Not sure. Have we done this? Is there still a bit more to do? Let's have a look. Yes. Just a bit dark in this corner. See, I'm umming and ahhing. I'm struggling to keep up, to be honest. Partly because I've virtually lost access to my PS5, at least on any regular and consistent basis, so I'm not able to do video day at the weekends, try and get a couple done during the week, blah blah. So I'm really struggling at the moment. Not to mention, there's the realization that FS22 is coming really, really quickly, and I've still got so much I want to do. So I am therefore umming and ahhing about stopping Erlengrat. Which is a bit of a shame, but you know what, it's not the end of the world. It's not the best map. I'd rather be, and it's coming to FS22, so I'll probably play it a little bit on 22 anyway, if only for a little while, just to see what it's like. But I think I'd rather be focusing on this. I'm enjoying this. Just pick up a map, shove some money in and play it. It's not something I normally do, and I'm really enjoying it on this map, and that's partly because of the map, right? It's a good map. But equally, it's easy, right? But also I want to get more advanced on my plans on Spectacle Island with the Farmer's Life vlog series, and also I've got so much more still to do on No Man's Land. So I'm afraid that of the 4 that I'm trying to do currently, I can't do 4. What was I thinking? Especially now I've got on the road and still trying to do some trains. You know, it's just too much, frankly. And I'll never get anywhere with them. I can't, you know, I'll be lucky if I can keep up to 4 videos a week over the next month. Far less, you know, that's not even enough time at trying to do a truck video a week, a train video a week. You know, that's 1 of 2 each of 4 maps that I'm like to get out on farming during the week. It's not enough. There's too many. And I imagine, quite likely, No Man's Land I will probably carry on when FS22 comes out. But other than that, I'll kind of want to focus on 22. Like, it's kind of how it works. Now, it's not going to be long before we're going to need that, so I'm going to leave it out. The yard is starting to get a bit cluttered. I need to tidy up, but I will need that cultivator quite soon. Where's our... Now, that's the seeder. Where did I put the planter after I realised that I didn't need it immediately? Here we go. Yeah, it's going to feel a bit rushed, this video. Partly because I haven't got a lot of time. Partly because there's so much to do. Right, corn it is. That's spot on. So where did we say we were going to put corn? Field 30, okay. Oh, it's fertiliser as well, so we won't need to fertilise again. Excellent. To do it properly, technically, I always do headlands first and then leave a worker to it. But you know what? Technically, you should do the headlands last when you're seeding. I understand, I believe. Kind of makes sense when you think about it. So you know what? Let's just get a worker on it. We'll leave him to it. We'll come back and finish it off a later time, and we can go do some fertilising. That said, it doesn't seem right to just leave a worker to it completely. Let's do a strip or 2. Can't say one thing and then just like stick with it. No. Oh, full grain tank. We also need to go into the carrots. Okay. Oh, sorry. Also need to switch it on. There we go. Corn going in. It's a lovely day. It was really grey and wet yesterday, so you know what? You didn't miss much. It was just really wet most of the afternoon. In fact, it literally, I think I might have mentioned it literally stopped just as I started recording, which is quite funny. I think it had been raining all night and it literally stopped just as I started recording. Right, well, at least the first strip's good. So, best go empty the harvester, and then we'll come back and get some fertilising done. Right, so just putting the narrows on our little fent here. We'll go grab the sprayer. Just put the weight back on first. Not that we need it necessarily for the sprayer, but you know. Yeah, we'll just go and put the fertiliser down on. I haven't even bothered to start so long. I was just checking the animals out, making sure they're right. Yeah, field 32. I really need to tidy up the shed. I'll do it at the end of the day, I promise. The weeder standing by as well. Mustn't forget to keep an eye on the weeds in the field of corn that we are currently sowing. We've already done field 32, base game, so it should be all right. Ooh, tank is empty. Really? For the corn? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, fine. We'll get this started. I was going to put it on the worker anyway. We'll just go around do a headland all the way around, and then we can leave a worker to it, and then I'll go and we'll go and top up the seed. Ooh, or fertilizer, one or the other, or both, I suppose. Well, may as well top up both in our planter. Over here. He's run out already. Actually, I can't even see him. Where is he? Oh, over there. Really? He's only done that tiny little strip, and he's already run out. Okay, he'll have only run out of one. I can't remember what's in. I think the front tank's a seed tank, so chances are that's what he's run out of. Okay, so let's just come out, fold this out. Narrows are on, narrows on the sprayer, so that's fine. Oh, did I come far enough out? No. That's not bad actually, but by the time I've done one spray all the way around, it won't be far off being done, to be fair. No, wrong way, sorry. Okay, there we go, just a little bit more, that'll do it. So got plenty of this. So yeah, so we'll just go around once, and that will be this field fertilised, and we can just leave it then until it's ready to harvest. Mustn't forget to very quickly, that grass grew, I suppose because I was doing hay. Was it hay I did? Yeah. So I mowed it, tedded it, rode it, then picked it up, and by the time I'd done all that, I'd missed my chance to do a level of fertilisation. So yeah, try and do that quicker. It'll be easier this time because we're just doing grass. And I mean, I've got the new fancy mower thing. I could just have got a forage, done it with the forage harvester, to be honest, what we're going to do with it, but it's fine. We've got the loading wagon, may as well. So the grass will do like that. That cutter, mower, the header rows as well, because it's a bit like a sort of standard. It looks rather like a standard combine header, so it's got, and it's draper, so it's got belts take the stuff into the middle. So it does row it up. How wide the swath is, I'm not sure, but it should be all right with the old loading wagon. So yeah, that should be a fairly quick process, meaning that we should have a bit more time to refertilise, which is good. Need to keep a deeper track on manure and slurry levels actually as well. Mustn't forget, so that if we've got sufficient to do one or two of the fields, we should lease a suitable piece of equipment to do that. I can't believe how quick the time's going. I did start a little bit late because it was raining early in the morning. I've started recording a little bit later than in the day than usual, but still, yeah, nuts. Anyway, I'll get this finished off. It's going to be a slightly slow job, and I'll see you in a little while, and we'll go fill up that seeder, get that going again, and then I think I might just start the harvest of the barley as well in this video, and I think that will take us up to time, and then we can I'll either finish that off screen or finish off in the next video. Okay. So actually, slight change of plan. It was fertiliser it ran out of. Of course, the planters, because the seeder in the front tank, the planters don't hold much fertiliser. So actually, rather than, I'm going to be constantly filling it up otherwise. So actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave it, and I'll just do a layer of no slurry or manure once it's in, or fertiliser a bit later on or something. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so. I wouldn't want to do that. No. No. Let's put that away. Okay, didn't do that. Unfold the harvester. Put the harvester on. So yeah, I've just been emptied the carrot harvester as well. So wow, that's a worker on fertilising, a worker on planting, a worker on harvesting the carrots. It's a very busy farm. Okay. So we can lower that, switch it on, And let's get this going. Helper D. Ooh, wow, that needs some work. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Let's get this going. So is that what I am hard about it, because I'm going to do a whole crop harvest of barley as well anyway, and I ummed and ahed about doing that with this crop, but I'd already got the combine here, so you know what, we'll do this one as grain. And ooh, am I not dropping straw? Now, it's got to be a shortcut button to do that. Maybe there isn't. Oh, it's this one. That'll be better. We're not desperate for the straw, but you know, may as well, otherwise wasting it. I think all that TMR I'm going to have to make. But yeah, so that's fine. So I'll get this harvest done. I'll go and tidy up that spray and keep the carrot harvester moving along. Keep the planter going on the carrot field. And then, wow, I mean, next episode, what? If I haven't finished this already, we'll do that. Oh, we can cut the grass in the next field, and that can start to go into the bunker silo. Also, we need to get some of this, I did mention it, some of this compacting equipment that's recently come out. Really quite fancy trying some of those. There's all sorts of different things we can use, so that'll be fun. So yeah, so we'll get some of that. I may do that off screen because it'll be quite a few trips back and forth, I suspect. But we'll see how we're doing. And equally, it's not urgent for the next episode. That could be a job tomorrow, while we're waiting for some of these other crops to grow, and also you know, while we're continuing to plant and seed our fields for the rest of our silage harvest, or chaff harvest, if you like, that we're going to do. So yeah, so there's that as well. But yeah, so plenty going on. Obviously, we've got our carrot field to finish. Once that's finished, I suspect it will probably need ploughing. That'll be a heck of a job. And then I'm going to replant it. And actually, I might even replant it with carrot and see, you know, because we'll get a massive, massive yield. On the other hand, it'd be quite fun to do it with a cereal crop, just a big field. It could also do, and then we've got the onion field next door to harvest as well. Actually, I quite fancy doing some potatoes, because it's occurred to me that I did a first look video on the Grimmer potato harvest DLC, or potato DLC, and I've barely used it since. I've used a few bits of it, but I've not used it a lot. And actually, coincidentally, I did that first look on Wither Farms, Missy B's other map. So it'd be quite fun to do it on here. It's just with seasons on No Man's Land, I've no real need for potatoes. I may not get around to doing it anytime soon. I just thought it'd be fun to do perhaps one of the smaller fields. I mean, the corn field that we're planting now will be the first one to be ready and harvested, so maybe that's what we'll put in there once that's been harvested for the chaff. The other thing I also wanted to do was I want to try out the new silage baler system, which looks kind of fun, chaff baler system. I can't really do that on here, but equally, as I said earlier, I've already identified another map I'd quite like to do. I don't know when it's coming out. It's only been previewed so far, but should that appeal, maybe we'll move over and do some of that stuff on here. I always said this would be a limited play, and I've still got stuff that I want to do on here. So we've still got, so I want to get those two fields harvested and then plough and resow at least one of them. I also want to make some compost on here, because that'd be kind of fun. So there's loads of things that I still want to do on here. So you know, I'm determined to keep going, and hopefully timing will be right, that the other map I'm thinking of won't be out before I've at least got most of that stuff done. But yeah, in the meantime, we could do some other stuff. I might decide to leave the potatoes until the next map, just because there's so much other stuff to do, right? And they're quite labour intensive potatoes. So maybe that'll be something to do on the next time. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm wittering away again. I'll either work on this. Oh God, we need to empty it already. We're nearly full. But yeah, so I'll get a bit more of this done. I say tidy up a few of these other odd jobs, and then I'll see you on the next video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, likes, subscriptions are very much appreciated. And yeah, you know, please share, spread the word, all that kind of stuff would be awesome. Now pipe out. Is that 7? Oh, look at that! I'm getting used to it. But yeah, otherwise, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.